Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kapil Vendane. I am from second PBHMS. My topic is PWD Act, guided by Siraj Khan sir.
Introduction. Person with disabilities means a person suffering from not less than 40% of any disability as certified by a medical authority. Persons with Disabilities Act 1995 was passed by Lok Sabha in 12 December 1995 and come into enforcement of February 7, 1996. This act is extends to the whole of India except the state of Jammu and Kashmir. This act explains the equal opportunities, protection of right and complete involvement of disabled person. In this act, responsibilities are assigned to central and state government, local corporation and municipalities to provide the services and facilities and equal opportunities to disabled persons so that he or she may also prove himself or as productive citizen of their society. Aims and objections of PWD Act. To spell out the responsibility of the state towards the prevention of disabilities, protection of rights, provision of medical care, education, training, employment, and of persons with disabilities. To create a barrier for environment. To counteract any situation of abuse and exploitation of persons. To make special provision of the integration of persons with disabilities into the social mainstream. Main provisions of the PWD Act: prevention and early detection of disability, education, employment, non discrimination, research and manpower development, affirmative action, social security. Prevention and early detection of disability. Undertake surveys, investigation, and research concerning the cause of occurrence of disabilities. Promote various methods of preventing disabilities. Provide facilities for training to the staff at the primary health center. Take measures for prenatal and postnatal care of mother and child. Educate the public through the preschools, schools, primary health centers, village level workers, and Anganwadi workers. Create awareness among the masses through television, radio, and other mass media on the causes. Education. Every child with disability shall have the rights to free education until the age of 18 years in integrated school or special schools. Appropriate transportation, removal of agricultural barriers, and restructuring of modifications in the examination system shall be ensured for the benefit of children with disabilities. Children with disabilities shall have the right to free books, scholarships, uniform, and other learning material. Special schools for children with disabilities shall be equipped with vocational training facilities. Non-formal education shall be promoted for children with disabilities. Teachers training institutions shall be established to develop requisite manpower and parents may move to an appropriate for the redressal of grievances regarding the replacement of their children with disabilities. Employment. The appropriate governments to identify posts in government establishment which can be reversed for disabled person and review the list of posts at periodic intervals not exceedingly 3 years. Section 32. At least 3% of vacancies in every government establishment are to be reserved for persons with disabilities, out of which 1% each shall be reserved for persons suffering from blindness or low vision and the other 2% for persons with hearing impairment, but the central government may exempt any establishment from the above requirements if the nature of work in such establishment is such that disabled persons are unable to work in such establishments. Non-discrimination. Adapt rail compartment, buses, vessels, and aircrafts in such a way as to permit easy access to the persons. Engrave the surface of the zebra crossing for the blind or for persons with low vision. Devise appropriate symbol of disability. Provide warning signals at appropriate places. Provide ramps in public buildings. Provide barrier symbol and auditory signals in elevators or lifts. provide ramps in hospital, primary health centers, and other medical care and rehabilitation institutions. Research and manpower development. Research in the following areas shall be sponsored and promoted: prevention of disability, development of assistive devices, job identification, on site modification on offices and factories. Financial assistance shall be made available to universities, other institutions of higher learning, professional bodies, and non government research units. Affirmative action. Special schemes are to be notified for the preferential allotment of land and concessional rates for housing, setting up business, setting up special recreational centers, establishment of special schools, establishments of research centers, establishments of factories by entrepreneurs with disabilities. Section 43. Social Security. Financial assistance to non-government for rehabilitation of person with disability, insurance coverage for the benefit of government employees with disabilities, unemployment allowance to people with disability registered with the Special Employment Exchange for more than a year and who could not be placed in any gainful occupation. Comprehensive schemes are to be prepared by government for transport facilities to the children with disabilities or in the alternative financial incentives to parents or guardians to enable their children with disabilities to attend school. The removal of architectural barriers from schools, college or other institution imparting vocational and professional training. The supply of books, uniforms and other materials to children with disabilities attending school. The grant of scholarships to students with disabilities. Suitable modification in the examination system to eliminate purely mathematical questions for the benefit of blind students and students with low vision. Restructuring of curriculum for the benefits of children with disabilities. At last, we can say that Person with Disability Act are provide equal opportunity protection of right all disabled person and help complete involvement in all activities. This act encourage the non-formal education. PWD Act come into force and such date as the central government may by notification appointment. Thank you.